in marriage, in my presence, and in the presence of everybody gathered here today, I just have to remind you that of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you enter, and as everybody would understand, that in Australia marriage is the union of a man and a woman. It's to the exclusion of others voluntarily entered into for life. Now, Scott and Kim are happy today, not just because they can share the joy of their love for each other with family and friends, but also because they have the opportunity to express their aspirations for the future. And what I'm going to do is take you through a series of questions that I'm actually going to ask Scott and Kim before they exchange the vows, which are the other legal requirement, of course. Now, Scott and Kim, firstly I'm going to ask you this question. Well, it's the whole series actually, so just sit back and enjoy. Do you pledge to help each other to develop your hearts and minds, cultivating compassion, generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiasm, concentration and wisdom as you age and undergo the various ups and downs of life, and to transform them into paths of love, compassion, joy and equanimity?
I do.
Now, recognising that external conditions in life will not always be smooth, and that internally your own minds and emotions will sometimes get stuck in negativity, do you pledge to see all these circumstances as a challenge to help you grow and to open your hearts, to accept yourselves and each other, and to generate compassion for others who are suffering? Do you pledge to avoid becoming narrow, closed, or opinionated, and to help each other see the various sides of situations? Understanding that just as we are a mystery to ourselves, each other person is also a mystery to us, do you pledge to seek to understand yourselves, each other, and all living beings, to examine your own minds continually, and to regard the mysteries of life with curiosity and joy? Do you pledge to preserve and enrich your affection for each other and to share it with all beings? To take the loving feelings you have for one another and your vision of each other's potential and inner beauty and as an example, rather than spiralling inwards and becoming self-absorbed, to radiate your love outwards to all beings? When it comes time for death to separate you, do you pledge to look back at your time together with joy? Joy that you've met, and joy that you've shared what you have, and acceptance that we can't hold on to anything forever? Do you pledge to remember the disadvantages of ignorance, anger, and clinging attachment, to apply antidotes when these arise in your minds, and to remember the kindness of all other beings and your connection to them? Do you pledge to work for the welfare of others with all of your compassion, wisdom and skill? Do you pledge to work to develop the wisdom, understanding the relative functioning of nature of things, and the wisdom, knowing their deeper way of existence, that they are empty of inherent existence, and to remember the laws of cause and effect? Do you pledge day by day to be patient with yourself and others, knowing that change comes slowly and gradually, and to seek inspiration from your teachers, not to become discouraged? And finally, do you pledge to continuously strive to remember your own Buddha nature, as well as the Buddha nature of all living beings, to maintain the awareness that all things are temporary, to remain optimistic that you can achieve your greatest potential and lasting happiness? Now, I'm going to invite firstly Scott and then Kim to speak the words that they've chosen as their marriage vows. Let's take turn towards one another. You've got Kim by the hand, Scott.
I, Scott, take you, Kim, to be my wife. During our life together so far, we've exchanged many promises. Some spoken, some unspoken. That demonstrate our love, respect and dedication to each other in the presence of our family and friends gathered here with us today. I reaffirm these promises that I've made to you.
I, Kim, take you, Scott, to be my husband. During our life together so far, we have exchanged many promises, some spoken and some unspoken, that demonstrate our love, respect and dedication to each other. In the presence of our family and friends, gathered here with us today, I reaffirm these promises I have made to you.
Now we've got more than one nearby, haven't we? Now we have the wedding rings. The ring is the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond which unites two loyal parts in a partnership. So I invite Kim and Scott to exchange wedding rings and qatar at the same time. Hopefully I'll make the way and the video can zoom in on this. Now, that all of this being the case, and the position we have got to now, through the exchange of the vows here today, and through the wishes of Scott and Kim, as well as the blessing of the lineage of their spiritual friends, I'm very happy to pronounce them to be husband and wife. I generally give you the opportunity to have your cameras ready at this point. And as I invite Scott and Kim to start their marriage with the traditional bridal kiss, if everyone else is without a camera might like to put their hands together. Now, well, of course we do have the signing of the official register, which we're going to go to briefly in a moment, but firstly I'm going to hand over again to Scott, who's going to introduce and share the prayer with you.
This is a special prayer, it's Shanti Deva's prayer. It's the wish that we try and have in our minds to share with many other beings. Kim and I recite it. And we'll start here. May all beings everywhere, plagued by suffering of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtues of my merits.
May no living creature suffer, commit evil or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with the mind weighed down by depression.
May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose body are worn with toil be restored on finding repose.
May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks.
May the poor find wealth